Everyone believes that to be successful, you need to decipher where the US markets will be in 2026, the next big tech, the economic landing, the election aftermath. But the truth is completely different. Preparing for 2026 is a guaranteed way to miss what's happening right now. And if you've ever felt the paralysis of too much information, watching a dozen news clips, reading conflicting analyst reports, and feeling more confused than when you started, because there's something no one ever told you about how markets really move. It's not about the distant year. It's about a much quieter, more powerful mechanism. Most people think big market shifts happen like this. A major, obvious event occurs. Everyone recognizes it, and then, logically, prices adjust over a long, predictable period. But in reality, the market's biggest moves happen in the shadow of the headline. And the money is made or lost in a window much faster and more decisive than you imagine. The narrative for 2026 is being written today, in the quiet moments everyone is ignoring. Let me give you a visual. Imagine two traders, Alex and Sam. They both see the same promising biotech company. Alex thinks, "This is the future of medicine. The 2026 revenue projections look incredible. I'll wait for the next dip to get in." Sam sees something else, a subtle, uncelebrated shift. A key patent was quietly granted last Tuesday. The head of R&D just bought $500,000 of stock in the open market. The conditions changed. 2 weeks later, a major news outlet runs a feature. Is this biotech the 2026 story of the decade? The stock gaps up 40% at the open. Alex is left chasing. Sam is already there. Alex was betting on a 2026 story. Sam was betting on a change in condition that made the 2026 story possible. And this matters because it completely changes the way you understand the topic. My job today isn't to give you a 2026 prediction. It's to give you the lens to see the planting season, not just obsess over the harvest forecast. If you get this right, any year, 2026, 2027, 2030, becomes a consequence of your actions now, not a mystery to fear. So, let's talk about the 3 planting condition signals you must watch instead of the 2026 noise. The leadership crumble. The market doesn't top when everything falls. It tops when the leaders, the names that drove the bull market, start moving sideways on great news, while tired old sectors briefly spike on hype. It's a silent rotation of energy. You'll be distracted by the 2026 story of the old sector's renaissance, while the real engine is quietly losing power. The narrative trap. This is when the story becomes too clean. AI will automate everything by 2026. The Fed will cut rates straight down for 2 years. When a complex future is reduced to a single, sure-thing slogan, positioning becomes dangerously one-sided. The market's job is to embarrass the majority. Your job is to notice when the narrative is a trap, not a guide. The liquidity tide. This is the master signal. It's not about rates, but about the actual flow of money in the system. Is it rising or falling? You can track this through the Fed's balance sheet, reverse repo levels, and global dollar indicators. Think of it as the water level in the marina. In a rising tide, all boats lift. In a falling tide, even the best boats struggle. By 2026, everyone will have a perfect explanation for why the tide went out. You need to see it as it's happening. Implementing this is simple, but not easy. First, observe, don't predict. Dedicate 80% of your research to understanding current conditions, those 3 signals, and 20% or less on distant forecasts. Second, practice conditional thinking. Have a plan for, if signal 1 flashes, I will reduce exposure to X, not Y. Third, seek asymmetry. Look for setups where the market is pricing in a 2026 story, but the current conditions have already shifted meaningfully in favor of the stock, like our trader Sam. This framework isn't about being right about 2026. It's about being adaptable, regardless of what 2026 holds. The biggest risk isn't being wrong about the future. It's being so committed to a single version of the future that you go blind to the present. We've covered the 3 signals that make 2026 irrelevant, but there's one final, critical piece. One chart that ties all 3 of these signals together into a single, actionable insight. It's the map I use every single week. Do you think 2026 will reward patience or punish it? Drop your take in the comments.